This is Trey Wright for Jazz Guitar Today, and this is my second installment on beginning improvisation techniques and their application to the chord progression for Autumn Leaves. If you haven't already done so, I'd highly encourage you to watch the first video in which we covered key-based concepts for improvisation. We talked about improvising over the whole chord progression using a cell of notes from B-flat major, and then we talked about improvising over the melody. Today we're going to add to that approach by targeting one of the chords. So let's review the chord progression. So we have C minor 7, F7, to B flat major 7, to E flat major 7. So again, as a reminder, that's a 2, 5, 1, 4 in the key of B flat, meaning that it's diatonic to that key. And from there we have an A half diminished to D7 to G minor. So that's a 2, 5, 1 in the key of G minor. Which works fine with B flat major because they're relatives of each other. So G minor is the relative minor of B flat major and vice versa. So as we're looking through this chord progression, we want to see if there are any chords in it that contain notes that might be just a little bit outside of the key. So C minor, F, B flat, E flat, those chords are fine. A half diminished is fine. Now we get to this D7, we have a note that's not in the B flat major scale, and it's this F sharp note. This note is the third of D, but it's also the leading tone of G minor, and it creates really, really strong resolutions to G minor. In fact, if I play that minor 2-5, A half diminished, D7 altered to G minor, and then I just hold out G to F sharp to G. Notice your ear hears that resolution. So what I'd like to do now, I'm going to put on my loop, and then I'm going to experiment with improvising melodically in B flat major, but then when I get to that D7 chord, I'm going to bring out the F sharp to create a little bit of resolution to the key of G minor. So notice how effective this approach of playing melodically through the chord changes, but then bringing out that F sharp over the D7 chord is. And again, because the rest of the song is more or less repeating the same chord progressions in a different order, you can apply this everywhere that you see the D7 chord in the song. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me at trey@treywright.com, and I hope you'll take the time to like or subscribe to the Jazz Guitar Today YouTube channel.